Mm. Morning. Morning, everyone. Let's get started. Um, so we have a lot of things happening this morning. We have news at 9:45. Red news, actually. We had unemployment claims, which are higher than expected. Therefore, next week, next Friday, is going to be a crash, most probably. PMI, we're going to have PMI, which is usually a bit aggressive. And 10 o'clock home sales. Therefore, I don't know if it's going to affect too much if we're in a trade, but I'm going to keep in mind if after 9:45 I decide to be in a trade, I'm just going to have a bigger stop losses. With that in mind. Yesterday we closed really high after everything that has happening in terms of downside. We have a gap to fill, we have relative equal highs, and we have Asian highs as well. Now, I have a scenario playing in my head, but I believe it's going to be a very difficult trading day today and tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not going to be trading, I'm going to be going on a short vacation. And also due to the fact that also on Friday, this Friday, Fed chair is going to be talking at 10 o'clock, which it's Friday. I had a profitable week. I don't want to ruin my trading anymore. So with that in mind, I'll just take the Friday off and have a long weekend, go on a mini vacation and try to reset. I have a scenario playing in my head. Right now on a daily, we are bearish and I accept that. Today, yes, we have 9:45 and 10 o'clock. And this morning we traded a bit to the upper side, so we have this kind of week. We have relatively good lows. I'm thinking maybe we can trade inside the mid of this week. Let's see. 177. Basically, we can take those two lows. What I have in mind is if we really turn bullish for September, it would be nice for us to have trading back into this daily CB. Therefore, having today and tomorrow bullish day, and then fall back again and manipulate, leaving these two relative equal lows together with these two, leaving them for next week when it's NFP. So I would like to be bullish for the day until we take relative equal highs. I believe this is a manipulation. They're playing a tactic. We're dipping. We're gonna have phantom peaks in play, which, if you remember from my videos or every time I'm trading, we leave relative equal highs, we dip down below into fair value gaps, and then we explode to the upside. We take all this liquidity formed here and also these two relative equal highs left from yesterday, and we can just basically trade inside this. Now, there is a possibility for us to just turn extremely bearish and today, tomorrow, just have carnage. That's very possible. So I'm not going to try to push longs. If I see we're trading with bullish breakers, fair value gaps, we see speed to the upside, we're going to try to think of longs. Therefore, I'm bullish until we take this relative equal highs if we have a setup for it. However, I'm very neutral. I'll try to play the market because I would like the idea for us to just turn back to the upside just for a day or two. But look at this liquidity left here. Empty fair value gaps. Lows, lows. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah. Low, low. Empty fair value gaps. Relative equal lows. Like we're very close to them. So at the open, the narrative is like this. If we take these lows, we cannot turn bullish. We can turn bullish for a day or two and still see these lows later. And that would be engineered liquidity. That is very possible. People would think, look how close it came here. This is support. This is an area of support. Let's buy. And then in 4 days, 3 days, business days, obviously, they will be attacked again with more speed. Just because it plays into the narrative of, okay, on a daily basis, we traded a lot to the downside, right? This is a big red candle already. And in my book, this is a form of liquidity in itself, so it's going to be attacked. Now, can we time it right? Is it going to be attacked today and we're going to see the lows today? Or we're going to have that scenario that I played in mind where we can reverse and come back in a week. Now let's see, we're going to follow price action. One more signature that I would like to see in price, if we turn bullish and we can attack Asian highs, would be for us to take this high, have a bullish breaker, and trade back inside this inversion fair value gap. Right now it's just a CB. And as you know, for me, CBs are red, BC buy side inefficiencies are green, and inversion fair value gaps are yellow. So this one, I would like for this one to be traded above, trade above 281, and then come back into it and find the long here, either on the 1 minute or 5 minute candles. Now, I'm not going to try to push. Right now, I can see this is a fair value gap. I will try to buy it, but I don't like this one being left open here. So I'm not going to try to push any trades because we have these two relative equal lows. This can even be a good short if you think about it. Because it traded inside this, it touched the 15 minute. But I'm not going to try anything. At the same time, I would like to buy it. The only reason I'm not going to try to buy it is because we have one inefficiency left here and two relative equal lows. I will let the price do its thing. I'm not going to rush it. We had an amazing week. We are 2.2k or something on the week. On all accounts, we have made 6,000 on 3 accounts. So I'm happy with my week. If I'm not going to take a trade, that's fine. I'm not going to try to push it. I'm just saying I like the narrative of being bullish. I'm going to add 3 micros. If I see it's confirmed, I'm going to add another micro or 2, make $500 and just finish my week. Like that would be ideal scenario for me. Turn bullish, take relative equal highs and not chase the price. Because even if we take this relative equal highs, it doesn't mean we're necessarily going to continue further up, right? My scenario plays like this because we are trading below the Asian range. Yesterday, if you remember, our Asian range was right here. We went to the high, we took the high of the Asian range, and then we collapsed, taking the lows. Now we're flipping. We are trading below the Asian range. We want to see the high of it. That makes sense. But yeah, very sexy this buy. I would have liked it. We have news at 9:45. I don't want to be caught in anything. Even at the open, there is a high probability for them to just push it and then push it at the open at 9:45, even take 487. That would be an ideal scenario, but hey, we still have relative equal lows here. Let's see. But if you have any questions, 8 minutes until open. Well, you have news at 10. Yeah, it's just I don't condone prop firms with this much. With so many rules, like you cannot trade at 10 o'clock, you cannot be paid out because of this and that. It's just, it's like another, they call it, when they say, if you learn how to trade and make money off of markets, you're out of the rat race. You're not really out of any race if you're still gonna have rules from prop firms and not being able to withdraw your money. Like, for me, it's not the same. Being out of the rat race, it means that you're trading your own money and you can withdraw them anytime you make a profit if you like to. Mm. Prop firms are good for training, in the, as it means train yourself while you have some motivation, because if you're making a lot of money, apparently you can still pay yourself somehow without risking your own capital. Like, that's true, and it gives you incentive to come back to it, but at some point I think you need to switch to a live account. And also with a small live account, the people that watched my streams with $500, you're still gonna be eaten by commissions. So yeah, it's not an easy game. It's a hard way to make an easy living. Man, I would like to buy this so much. How much would I be risking right now at the open? Two contracts. I buy now and put this low $60. And if I put the Asia high, it's almost 400. Only with two micros, that would be a dream come true, wouldn't it? We're having we're having here an inversion 5 minutes for a value gap that I really like. Yeah, we need this low actually. Let's see if Phantom Pix is gonna be in play today. Yeah, I like my profit target. And I like the fact that I don't have to risk a lot. It's 1 to 4 risk reward, and I like that too. Well, I'm thinking if at the open we start reaching the highs and 945 just takes my profit target, I will be like, I'm done for the day. That's an ideal type of scenario. We are also having this formed. This is a bullish breaker. If we trade above it and we trade back into it. So let's see. Very important to open very bullish, have some aggressive candles to the upside, because right now we're still trading into a bearish scenario. I am very early to the move, very early, which makes me have doubts. If we trade above 281, we can flip that scenario into bearish. I like this. Just speed. I'm not gonna add because we have 945 news. I don't know how volatility is gonna be like, unless I see a fair value gap and I can move my stop loss to break even. Therefore, having a free trade, having some room to play with as well, like a higher fair value gap after we take 281, let's say, or yeah, 281 would be our confirmation for the move. 281.50. Until then, we are still bearish because of this fair value gap on the 15 minutes. We're gonna open in 1 minute. Let me adjust this stop loss a bit. I don't wanna be taking out over $10. 30 seconds. What's the dollar doing today? Yes, more. Just take 281. Take that high as well, because I don't want relative equal highs. Yeah, not good. Yeah, we tried. My idea might still be good, but yeah, it just didn't happen the way we wanted. Let's see what 945 wants to offer. Might happen sooner than 945. It's an inversion for value up. I don't like this volume imbalance. This is the bullish breaker. I have SMT with ES. I would like for us to take this volume imbalance before moving higher. Yep, we're still bearish until we take that 281. Would be nice to take 191 in reverse first. Choppy. I don't want to get involved in a chop fest. I want to wait and time the move if we reverse. Right now, this is not an ideal price action. If Nasdaq runs, I'm gonna buy ES. We have the 945 news. There is a chance they want to wait until then. Yeah, we can turn bullish now. First presentation for a value gap. Let's see. Inversion 5 minute for a value gap. And inversion 15 minute for a value gap. Just a tip though, we might be taken out because of the choppiness. Let's just do it like this. Yeah. Yeah. It's a choppy market. And it can still go up because it's trading aside that inversion. Yeah. We forced already two bullish trades. Yes, and this is a first presentation for Valga. That's a CB, but I'm not gonna trade it. I can use it as an inversion for a value gap later on, but I'm not gonna short it before the news. News in 2 minutes, 1 minute, 10 seconds. Yeah, if I would flip a coin, I would say we're bullish at the news, but we have relatively good lows. It would mean that I already know the market is doing, and you never know what the market is doing. It's just a guess. Prove me wrong. Yeah, 945. Less volatility than I expected. Turning bearish. Yep. Bearish on all indices. We didn't took the low yet, but we are. And I think we're going to continue to the downside. Yeah. Or not. I don't really feel comfortable shorting this big of a candle right here. 0.9 for 65, a 60-point stop loss. It doesn't have enough impact. It's only yellow type of news. I'm not short unless we get more conviction to the downside, and I'm not long until we trade above 290 obviously. We just took liquidity to the downside. I'm not comfortable shorting just yet. If this is a good short and we missed it, we cannot catch them all. Right now, by the book, this would be a short ride, but yeah, I'm not comfortable with this aggression. This looks fast and furious. Yeah, this looks aggressive. Oh, I loved Tokyo Drift. I love Japanese culture in general. They are different type of people. They live in a different society. Uh, Am I losing a short opportunity? Taking this as a buy, obviously. Yeah, we're turning bullish. Like a return. Yes. A bit of an adjustment to stop loss. I like my entry. Let's see if it's gonna hold. It's very choppy today. We still need to trade above 290. We didn't respect this bearish PDRA, so we can we can entertain our bullish bias, but it's a very choppy day. They can still take my stop loss and run with the program later on. We might be just a bit too early. That is a possibility. How much is our loss for the day? I just want to see 200. Okay. Don't believe I like my risk reward anymore in this scenario. Yeah, I forced a trade. My fault. That can be a short as well. This fair value gap over here. This is an inversion fair value gap. obviously. Um, bullish breaker. If he wants to come down, add some more, I will try to do that. Explosion to the upside is gonna be one way or another. If we take the highs to 190 and whatnot, I'm moving to break even because this is not a very healthy move. So we need speed to it in order to work. We need to see a lot of speed. Not a problem coming back down. It's just dangerous. So I meant it's dangerous. This is a bullish breaker. Low, high, low, low, higher, high. That's why I decided to just buy into it and into this fair value gap. All deleted. 483. If we see a fair value gap, I'm gonna add and I'm gonna move to break even. Yep. I don't believe I want to add anymore. Down there, at least. Let's give some room. Very bad price action still. Don't really like it. Ten 30. Yeah, taking that high would help. I mean, I understand coming back down, but this coming back down, we have also relatively good lows. So running now, coming back tomorrow to all of this mess would be ideal for us. We're not so far away from it. Might be one of those days. That is not gonna give it to us the way we think. Gonna come back down and maybe in the afternoon. Bear in mind this is the 1 hour candle. Very bullish 1 hour candle, so can still come back here and be bullish. Wait, I don't think you need to buy right now. Trend is not confirmed. Where are the highs of this trend? You have two fair value gaps here. At any point, they can just take us out. Not in love with the situation I'm in, even though I'm in profit. Let's wait 3 more minutes. Usually this should break. You should not take this long. When it takes this long, it means it's gonna come back down and retest these levels. Come on, take the high and run. Don't come back down. Moving to break even. Fair value gap, any fair value gap I buy. But I'm not just buying random candles. Here we have a volume balance. This 5 minute can still turn bearish. Here, as you can see. 2 minutes. Let's try to add. We added. We don't want this to come back down. If it does, it's gonna come back and retest these levels, and I don't want that. I added. If I'm being taken out, it's what, $46. It's what it is. Let me just put it like this. Usually don't buy at the highs, but we have a narrative. We are in a discount. We're looking for premium. So That's an inversion profile gap. I don't like that. There is a volume imbalance here. I would like for this to be taken out and basically take the high. On ES, it's confirmed. This is bullish. Let's see if it wants to do it on Nasdaq as well. Without coming back down, obviously. Our stop is very tight. After we fill the gap, I'm gonna move to break even at 324. Actually, I'm moving now. I'm going to take one off just because we had a big drawdown. All we need is a bit of speed. It's a high resistance liquidity run. And I don't like it. Target is still inside. We're 36 points away from it. I know this session we're gonna take those highs. It's just it's gonna be interesting to see. Are we gonna see this now? This move happening now or later? If we leave this fair value gap open, I would like to see speed. I don't want to see the same price chop, the same choppiness basically. Yes, exactly. Speed is the name of the game. Let's wait this 1 minute. What an ugly price action, oh. Ugliest turnout of events. That's why you take partials, boys. Ah, uncomfortable. Do I really care about $45? Not really. What a shit show. Mm. Shit show. What a fucking shit show. That's it for the day. Bad day. Very bad day. I'm not gonna trade anymore and I'm just, yeah, gonna take the day off. Yes, same thing I have in my head as well. We're gonna learn to take partials moving forward. Thank you very much for being here. Take care.